Hello, friend. You've returned to my channel, where darkness comes alive and forgotten legends are reborn. Here in the shadow of myths, we speak of things others fear to even whisper about. If you're seeking mysteries, chilling tales, and enigmatic creatures from around the world, you've come to the right place. So buckle up and hold your breath. Tonight we venture into the heart of a moonlit forest. Among the mist and twisted branches lurks a predator. But this is no ordinary wolf. This is a werewolf, half human, half beast, a living curse. A creature feared even in our most dreadful nightmares. Werewolves rank among humanity's oldest fears. Their roots extend back to antiquity, when people first sought explanations for the world's dark forces. One of the earliest accounts comes from ancient Greece, the myth of King Lycaon. Curious if the gods were all-knowing, he served them a meal made from human flesh. Furious, Zeus not only punished him, but condemned him to become what he had offered, an animal. Lycaon was transformed into a wolf, yet he retained his human mind, trapped forever between two natures. As this tale spread to Rome, people spoke of lupus homini, a wolf in human form. Such beings were thought to have lost control of themselves, betrayed their humanity, and suffered divine retribution. In medieval Europe, stories of werewolves grew darker. Legends claimed that a human could become a beast through curses, pacts with the devil, or the most horrific of crimes, cannibalism. Transformation into a werewolf was rarely voluntary. Legends always depicted it as a harrowing loss of self. In Northern Europe, they believed wearing a wolf's pelt, anointing oneself with special salves, or reciting incantations under a full moon could trigger the change. Yet some sought this power. Medieval sorcerers longing for strength invoked demons to grant them the werewolf's gift, to seek vengeance on their enemies. But each time they transformed, they lost a piece of their humanity. The wolf devoured the man, leaving only bones. France, known as loup-garou, these creatures were believed to be villagers, cursed by priests or touched by the devil. Night after night, they prowled fields, carrying off livestock and abducting children, leaving trails of blood in their wake. Germany, called werewolf, these legends fueled real 16th century trials. Accused wolf men confessed under torture, claiming they had stalked the night as beasts. The faithful believed Satan himself roamed their villages. Slavic lands. Here the Volkolaka was both revenant and beast. The body remained in its grave while the soul roamed as a wolf, preying on the living for fresh flesh. Native North America. While not werewolves in the European sense, tribes told of the skinwalkers, shamans cursed to take on animal forms, most often wolves, to wreak havoc. Africa. In Nigeria, tales speak of lycanthropes, humans who transform into hyenas under a curse. In 1521, France, Pierre Bergot and Michel Verdun were arrested for a string of brutal murders. Under torture, they claimed the devil had gifted them a salve to become wolves. Their confessions described tearing flesh with feral delight. Ultimately, both were burned at the stake. In 1589, Germany, Peter Stump, known as the Werewolf of Bedburg, confessed to slaying over a dozen villagers, claiming a magical girdle granted him his transformations. His execution was designed to eradicate both man and myth, but the legend endured. The full moon has always held a mystical power. People observed that during its glow, crime rates spiked, tempers flared, and unrest grew. Legends insist the moonlight unlocks the werewolf's curse. Bones snap, fur bursts through flesh, and eyes glow in otherworldly yellow. In that moment, the human mind recedes and a savage monster emerges. Why are we so terrified of werewolves? Because they mirror our darkest impulses. They are tales of losing control, of unleashing rage, hunger, and violence hidden within our civilized veneers. The werewolf legend warns that within each of us lies a beast waiting for the slightest provocation to break free. Deep in the Carpathian forests, elders still recount the story of a hunter who never returned. His torn remains were discovered a month later, the woods around his home eerily silent. Locals say he became a werewolf, unable to bear the curse, and now during every full moon, his mournful howl echoes through the mist. In Siberia, tales persist of wolves walking upright with human eyes. Villagers avoid the forests under a full moon, convinced that those glowing eyes belong to cursed souls searching for their next victims. So next time you hear a wolf's howl in the dead of night, don't dismiss it as mere animal cry. Perhaps someone once crossed a line and became a creature of fang and fur, hunting in the shadows. This was an episode on werewolves, beings that walk between two worlds. If you found this tale chilling, fascinating, or downright terrifying, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. Your support allows me to dive deeper into darkness and bring back the legends that haunt our dreams. Until next time, remember, not everything that howls at night is a wolf, and not all humans remain human. Stay curious and stay safe in the dark.